Hello! Amulet D20 list review. It's me again, Matt from BonkTable. I hope you're excited. This is Chris Lobodzinski's Yoroni list. Hopefully I got that last name correct. But I will call you Chris going forward. Chris here is playing another wonderful healing spider. Who could have thunk it? Really, at this point, who could have? He's also playing 2 units of MSU origami and an MSU of Tengubushi. Right off the bat, healing spider, once again, for anyone who doesn't know, is predominantly going to be using to heal the bricks, give +1 defense to the bricks. Really annoying to kill, but very effective, just kind of stall out, hopefully sit on a zone, score some points, provide those buffs, and if really near the end of the game when stuff is maybe breaking through or someone's trying to come from the side, the healing spider can protect that flank and hold out long enough just due to its stat line of its, D3, E2 if it moves to E3, Tenacious 1, 18 wounds. It can also heal and defense buff itself. Like, it's just kind of mean and nasty, and it just sits there and holds on for way longer than anyone would really expect. The origami, the 2 stanza origami, I'm a little confused by. Usually you see origamis, with the loss of light scoring due to the update, you're not going to see origami units anymore. You tend to see origami as brick health extenders, like just adding more wounds to a brick and then getting the lethal demise. So seeing 2 of them as an MSU, I'm kind of curious of what this is actually going to do. Maybe as we review more of the list, we'll find out more, and I can come back to this. But right now, I'm not so sure. The other Yoroni list that we have seen so far has a purpose with its origami. This one, I'm not so certain. Tengubushi, always good, always doing more damage. When they get stuck in, they kind of die, though. However, when they're allowed to fight and get around bricks and help out in the sides and the flanks, they do effectively really well. Flawless strikes on 2s, I believe because of Blade Master. What else we got here? We got a second MSU of Tengubushi. Okay, fine with that. Then we got the Daimyo. He is the Warlord. Oh, here we go. He's Ka. So I believe with the Daimyo, they get to pick their ideology. So we're just going to go back to the app here really quick so they can tell me what Ka does. Army rules. Boom, boom, boom. Ka. Ka, where are you? +1 impact and brutal impact +1. Okay, what are you in? He is in a 5-stand block of 2 Kami, 1 Kappa, and an origami. The origami, once again, more health. Lethal demise is the first thing that's going to go in this unit. The Kappa, from my understanding and what I've talked to other Yoroni players about, especially when they add 1 in, is simply there to provide extra damage. Cleave 1 with Flurry on its 5 attacks with Class 3 is actually a really good output from it. As you can see from the Origami Warriors here, Class 2 with 5 attacks, not that great. So having the 1 support attack from the back and mostly using it for its 6 wounds is fine. Then the Kami being 5 attacks in Class 3. It has no cleave or anything, so it's just straight dice, but it does have that impact 2 and trample 2. With the Daimyo being the Warlord and being Ka, he's going to give them that +1 impact and the brutal impact, so he's probably going to try and charge this block in to get that extra damage. He is also the Lord of the Roaring Flames. So once per round, an activating regiment or character with the same ideal card as your Warlord, you may also gain the following effects. The regiment gains the Glorious Charge. There we go. Glorious Guards gives them +1 clash on their impacts and Terrifying 1. So he's for sure trying to use this block as an impact and trample block with the Kami. Also, the Kappa have impact, so yeah, there you go there. That'll be good work. Then we have his 1 upgrade. We have to go check out that. The character ignores the effects of hindering. The regiment this character is currently attached to ignores the effect of hindering. Yep, this is 100%. He has turned a bunch of armored guys into horses. I like it. I like his take on this. It's different than what you saw from a lot of traditional bricks in Yoroni, where they're running double tenacious. These changes are just helping out to add more fluidity and flexibility to the faction. They still will get Tenacious 1 and the +1 evasion with the Kami themselves. They will not, when they activate, hopefully they will get Indom 2, but the character is also going to be giving them Ka for that Glorious Charge. Well, it's just going to stack a bunch of effects and be really good. Plus, Healing Spider on this, keeps it alive, keeps it moving. Next thing we have is the Kitsu Bakasu. So this is the melee fox lady. She is known for hitting you 6 or 7 times with her 8 attacks, and then you rolling 3 6s and watching deadly blades kick off and kill your entire unit. People love that. People don't love that. It's freaking brutal. She has Kensubi Dancer. What is each time an enemy regiment fails a defense roll against a character stand with this character upgrade, the wounds effect count is 2 for the purpose of testing round. Wow. Oh god. So on top of deadly blades, you're going to be taking double resolve every time you roll a 6. So it's going to be a lot of damage. Oh god, that's actually like really good for her. That's actually a really good combo. I like that a lot. And she's class 4 base, re-rolling 6s because she's going to inspire. Yeah, that's going to be a real mean one. She's going to be in an Oni regiment with 3 stands. Once again, the Kappa's there. So this is going to be mostly used for the Glorious Charge. And because the Oni are Ka, and the Warlord is the Daimyo for Lord of the Roaring Flames, if they use the same ideal card as the Warlord, they're going to get Glorious Charge. So for sure, she's going to try and Juggernaut in, get that Glorious Charge for all the impacts with her regiment, and then do her attacks with that regiment. So this is going to be a good Hammer regiment, while the Kami are going to be a good Anvil regiment. This is something that I've seen locally played, very similar, of the Oni being used as the Hammer, the Kami being used as the Anvil. This is a good combination, followed by the Healy Spider, who's going to be doing great work, keeping this all alive and running. Last warband, we have the Obun, who has Trials of the Hakurhashi. What's going to give Tenacious 1? I know this one by heart, because every Yoroni player before Hios and during Hios was playing this freaking thing. Because Tenacious 2 is really good. He is in a 4-stand regiment of Kappabushi, 3 Kappabushis and 1 Oni. So he's going to be using in this one a way to flex the Kappabushi into Oni so that he can get the Glorious Charge. So they have Tenacious 1 because he's going to kind of use it as a flex brick, either offensively or defensively. And he's going to get the Glorious Charge because of the Ka. So he's going to sue into Ka, what matches the Warlord. So once again, Glorious Charge. And he's going to do a ton of work that way. So these are 3 Yoroni bricks, only 1 Healing Spider. And now this makes sense of why there's an MSU of Origami Warriors. This is a huge point sink into these bricks. So he needs something to support with for his MSUs to keep stuff off of them so they don't get collapsed. That's why I have the Double Tengu Bushi and the Origami Warriors. Understanding that now, 120 for these Origami Warriors, perfectly reasonable cost. Perfectly fine to sacrifice to keep stuff off your bricks and protect a flank, or just be annoying. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. So a little low in the card count, but that's usually how Yoroni plays, around 10 or 11 cards. With the changes to support, or not support, the priority roll, I wouldn't be surprised if the Yoroni player gets Supremacy majority of the time. Overall, I like the list. 3 bricks. I think I've seen it before way back. I want to say like half a year ago at this point. So it can be played. It can do well. There's a lot of meat here to chew through. And if it's played tight and doesn't spread, or, you know, kind of does that 2/3 decline flank play style, it should do very well. I see a lot of like where my opponent's going once I got to the end here with the 3 bricks. I like the list. If I owned Yoroni, I'd probably play it at some point. This is a good list. So yeah, thank you for watching this one. Let's get on to the next list. We got like 40 more of these to do.